Hey there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno Web Solutions, and today I want to talk about content, specifically content calendars, and why they are so important to any business that's looking to grow their online presence. Look, I know how it is. Creating a content calendar can feel like a daunting task for a small business. With limited resources and time, it may seem really overwhelming to plan ahead, but with some strategic organization and a few simple steps, you can create a content calendar that not only aligns with your business goals, but also engages your target audience effectively, which can lead to more customer engagement, more sales, and repeat business. So I'm going to break down these steps for you and give you some examples. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, you really need to understand your audience. Now, this might seem like a pretty easy task, but a lot of companies don't accurately identify their core audience. So to do this, you have to ask yourself three questions. First, who are my ideal customers? Second, what are their interests and challenges? And number three, how do they interact with content online? When asking who are my ideal customers, think about customers that you've had success with before. So, for example, for my company, Numero Uno Web Solutions, our ideal customers are small to mid-sized businesses that cater to both B2C and B2B. They're businesses that are looking to take the next step from do-it-yourself digital marketing to having an agency take it over. They have a marketing budget and they have an understanding of what their optimal ROI needs to be to make it work for them. So ideally, they would have someone in the company that's dedicated to marketing to be the point person. So that's my ideal customer. Those are customers that we've had for a long time that we've seen the most success with. So you also have to find out what are their interests and challenges. So just using my company again as an example, would be an interest in growing their business, either to help open another location or to grow their current channels. Maybe they were launching a new product or they have some other goals. The challenge would be getting more eyes on their content and more conversions, whether it's leads or sales, from their website. And once again, customers that have had that goal and that have had the infrastructure to handle that goal have been the customers that I've seen the most success from. Now, just so you know, while those are my ideal customers, it's not my only customers, but these are the ones where it's my sweet spot. So that's why I'm identifying them like that. And that's what you should be doing as well when trying to understand your customers. And then, of course, with that third question, how do they interact with content online? What platforms do they prefer? What types of content do they find most appealing? Are they passive consumers or do they actively participate in discussions and share their thoughts on the material? Do they prefer reading articles or watching videos or engaging with social media posts? Understanding your customers' behavior can help you tailor content to better meet their needs and preferences. So answering these questions will help you tailor your content that resonates with your audience, ultimately driving engagement and conversions. So after understanding your audience, the next step is to set your goals. Clear, measurable goals are essential for guiding your content strategy. Whether your aim is to increase brand awareness or you want to generate leads or boost sales, defining these objectives will help you focus your efforts and measure success. So consider using the SMART criteria, SMART. That's for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound to set your goals effectively. Now, here's a breakdown of each of those components just to help you out. So first, specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. This clarity helps to focus your efforts and clearly define what you're aiming to achieve. So ask yourself the who, the what, where, when, and why. So for example, instead of saying, I want to get more customers, you might specify, I want to double my current customer base by the end of the year. So be specific with that goal so you have something to aim for that's ultra specific. Measurable. Establish criteria to measure your progress toward your goal. Now, this could involve tracking the number of web visitors and the number of form fills or lead gen, followed by conversions like sales. It could be tracking how many followers you have on social media or how many subscribers you have on YouTube. By making your goal measurable, you can monitor your progress and it will help you stay motivated to creating more content to help establish that goal. Make sure that your goal is achievable. Your goal has to be realistic, has to be attainable, meaning you have the resource and capabilities to achieve it. Consider any constraints and ensure that your goal is challenging yet achievable. For instance, starting SEO in August doesn't mean you'll double the web revenue in September, but you might see a small uptick in traffic and higher rankings in the SERPs. Now, just so you know, sometimes what happens is you can get over your head and you set goals that aren't achievable, and you start ramping up, like I've seen with my customers, where you are promising that you are going to create content or approve content on a regular basis, and what happens is you fall behind, which then leads you to fall behind on your goals. So make sure it is achievable. Number 4, relevant. Ensure that your goal matters to you and aligns with your broader objectives. It should be relevant to your values and long-term aspirations. So for example, if your aim is to open a new location, a relevant goal might be, I want to increase my revenue to allow me to open a second store. So that's going to be planning. You're going to have to figure out how much it's going to cost you to open up that second location. You're going to have to figure out how much you need to increase your sales and what your ROI has to be on the content that you're producing or the content that you're promoting to make sure that you can achieve that relevant goal. And 5th and finally is time bound. You need to set a clear deadline for your goal to create urgency and prompt action. This time frame helps you stay focused and motivated. So for example, you could say, I'll create enough content for the next 30 days so I can post at least one new piece of content per day to help build my web presence, to help build my lead generation, and to help increase my sales. Setting that deadline encourages consistent effort and provides a target for which to strive, and really is the basis of a content calendar. So by applying this SMART criteria to your goal setting process, you can create a structured, actionable plan that significantly increases your chances of success. Okay, so next, you'll need to choose the right platforms. And remember, not all platforms are created equal. You need to identify which social media channels and content types, so for example, blogs or videos or infographics, are most effective for reaching your audience. If your target audience is mostly visual, focus on platforms like Instagram or Pinterest. For B2B interactions, LinkedIn might be more effective than those other two. So you can select more than one platform and you can post the same content on multiple platforms. However, and this is key, remember that the production values differ from platform to platform. So if you're posting the same video to LinkedIn and to TikTok, for example, you're going to need to make some production tweaks so that the video matches the platform. You're also, when creating a content calendar, need to brainstorm content ideas and themes. Brainstorm a wide range of content ideas that align with your business goals and audience interests. Consider themes that reflect your brand values, some seasonal events, for example, or industry trends. Having a repository of ideas ensures you always have content ready to share. Do what I do. I always look at the news for relevant connections to your content. You'd be surprised at what you come up with. For example, just recently when the Paris Olympics are going on, I created a video comparing the hard work Olympians go through to the hard work business owners have to do. So it was timely and it was relevant and it spoke to my audience. I threw that on my content calendar and I was able to produce it, and I wound up getting some positive feedback from that. Just remember to balance original content with curated material to maintain consistency and quality. Curating content from credible sources not only saves time, but also positions your brand as a knowledgeable industry resource. Okay, so now you got the ideas. It's time to establish a posting schedule, and this is the core of your content calendar. Determine how often you're going to post and which days and which times. Now, research shows that posting at optimal engagement periods can significantly boost visibility and interaction. So use your analytics tools to measure the performance of your content. Key metrics like engagement rates, reach, and conversion rates will help you understand what works and what doesn't. Regularly, and I repeat, regularly review these metrics to refine your content strategy. So if you're seeing a lot of engagement on Wednesday mornings with Instagram and Thursday afternoons on LinkedIn and Friday evenings with TikTok, then keep to that schedule. Track using the analytics on the back end and keep a log of key performance indicators. In a previous video, I talked about the new KPIs of social media, and you can watch it by clicking up here. Oh, and speaking of clicking, If you're liking this video, let me know by clicking the thumbs up below. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button below. Okay, so now you have your content calendar for the month, or maybe it's just for a couple of weeks, but is it set in stone? Well, there's no way it's set in stone. You'll need to be flexible and adaptive. The digital landscape changes rapidly, and your content calendar should reflect that. Update your calendar based on performance data, on audience feedback, the latest trends and news to stay relevant. So for example, if something pops up in the news that affects your business, or you're struck by creativity and feel the need to post something, do it. You never know when you can come across content gold. So post, and post often. So one of the challenges I see are limited time and resources. So a lot of people do stuff themselves. They don't have time to do stuff themselves, but you can automate the scheduling with tools like Sendable and Hootsuite. You can delegate tasks effectively to team members. Look, I said it time and time again. If you think you have to have professional equipment to make great content, you are wrong. Use this, your phone. You can record something of value. You can use it to take your videos. You can use it then to post. You can use it to edit. You can do everything with this thing. It literally takes a minute. Identifying the right content can also be a challenge. So conduct some market research. Use customer feedback to pinpoint what resonates with your audience. Find out what they want and give it to them. Don't hold anything back either. Remember, valuable content to your audience is key to establishing brand authority and trustworthiness. Maintain that consistency. It's so tough to maintain consistency. You might get off on a great start. Right? You could be posting video after video for the first 2 weeks, and then it starts to fall off. You just get too busy. You're too busy running your business. Maybe you have to hire somebody, or there's other things that have happened, and it takes a little bit out of you. Maybe you've gone on vacation. Well, you have to plan ahead and batch your content creation to ensure that consistency. If you've got an hour, pump out a bunch of videos in one shot. Okay? If you've got 2 hours, just do some videos. Anytime you've got some time to create content, create that content, because that momentum will help you get more done. This video itself, this is one of probably 3 videos I'm going to wind up doing today, and they're going to be posted at separate times on different channels. So just take that time to make sure you are consistent, and I'll be upfront. I stopped posting videos for a little while on YouTube, and it cost me. And I've learned my lesson. You have to maintain consistency. You also have to measure effectiveness. Focus on those key performance indicators, KPIs, that align with your goals. So if you're looking to build your views on YouTube, focus on building your views on YouTube. If you want more likes on Facebook, check the analytics to see how you can get more likes on Facebook. Whatever your KPI is, look for what you're doing, look for what works, and repeat it. And you need to adapt to changes. Sometimes it's tough for people running a business to change. So stay informed about your industry trends and be prepared to pivot your strategy as needed. One of the worst things you can do is lag behind. So you need to keep on top of the trends in your industry and comment on those trends in your content. So by following these steps, you can create dynamic content calendars that not only overcome common challenges, but also drive meaningful engagement and growth for your business. So start planning today and watch your content strategy flourish. Look, I know how it is trying to create content. I do it all the time. Sometimes I get stuck. Sometimes I don't do content calendars, but we have been doing this for quite a while. So if you do need some help with content creation, whether it's content calendar or brainstorming some ideas, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can visit us at www.numerounoweb.com. You can click on the Contact Us link, fill in the form. One of us will get right back to you, and we can discuss your content creation needs. You can also email me directly. My email address is in the video description below. If you want some more great content ideas, and you got to check out this video here. It gives some great content inspiration that you could use for your business.